Amalia is here again, and in this video, I'm talking about astrology and the significance of it in my life, and why I came from not believing in it at all, and now knowing how can I use it for my own benefit. So I start with the eclipses because it's such a big misunderstanding about it. I see all over the internet people saying like, "Oh my gosh, it's solar eclipse. Beware of this, beware of that." And actually, there's nothing to really be afraid of. It's just something that is happening in the cosmos and we are influenced by it, sure, but it's not going to dramatically change your life um, to the negative, or it's not going to influence it somehow to the positive. It's all up to you. And the significance of it in my life is um, I have a little bit different approach. I know that everything in the universe is an energy, and what we vibrate with, that's what we create. And I use astrology as a very good guide. It's like a guidance for me. So if I watch my horoscope and there's things that I don't like, I just simply ignore them. And I only pay attention to things that I like, things that are predictions, right? Things that are positive. And it's kind of like NLP, neuro linguistic programming. I'm programming myself to expect something that's good that's coming and be anticipating the positive, the change for the positive. And then I vibrate with that energy. And of course, I attract that in my life. And with the solar or lunar eclipses, it's the same thing. So when there is such thing as lunar or solar eclipse happening in the in the outer space, it's just basically uh, a little bit of break from the influence of that uh, cosmic body. And when it's a solar eclipse, we're getting a break from being actively influenced by the sun. And when it's a lunar eclipse, we get in a break for being actively influenced by the moon. All those energies, they kind of go in the shade for a little bit. And it's a really great time to see something from a different perspective, different angle. Maybe certain things will come to light as as silly as it sounds, but certain things will start being more clear. And I usually um, pay really close attention when it's a lunar or solar eclipse. I pay attention to the way I interact with people. I pay attention to my triggers, what triggers me, and my reactions to it. And that is an indicator for me on what I need to change in my maybe views or beliefs, or how can I change certain situations to benefit me. So there's nothing really scary about those things. And astrology, it's been a very great guide for me. Every time I have my favorite YouTuber who I always watch, and she always gives these beautiful predictions, what kind of energies are going to influence me, or what planets are gonna bring something nice into my life. And this is what I listen to. This is what I choose to let into my energy field, into my whole being. And a lot of times, if there is something slightly opposite from positive, I just pay attention to it enough, knowing what to prepare for or what to expect, and not to be caught off guard. But again, if you believe into something negative that's coming, you attracting it because you're anticipating it. And I don't do that. I'm just aware of it. And most of the times, I don't even remember any of the negative things. I always choose to focus on positive. So if you someone who don't believe in astrology, that's okay. And I believe that we all creating our own reality. We're all creating our own lives, and whatever you accept, that that is what's being projected back basically into your you see that in your outer world. And if the astrology is something that doesn't work for you, that's okay. But I highly encourage to kind of pay attention to that. It's very interesting how much I was able to discover by my own self through astrology, through understanding the sun sign and the moon sign and the ascendant sign. And now, when I watch my astrology prognosis, I always watch the three because my sun sign is a Taurus, and my lunar sign is a Capricorn, and my ascendant sign is Aquarius. And I actually have a lot of traits from my ascendant sign and from my lunar sign because I was born at night. And that's actually um, kind of 50-50, but they kind of level itself up. So it's not only about the sun sign. And if you want to see the full picture, you always have to pay attention to other two. And I've discovered so much because back in the days when I was younger and I only thought of only sun sign and Taurus, a lot of even descriptions about Taurus didn't make sense. I thought, this is not me, it's not about me. And I thought that those um, that was not true. I was taking it as it's not truth because that doesn't sound like me. And then when I started putting all the three together, then it started making sense. And a lot of things actually what is about Aquarius, it's more about me than a Taurus, and vice versa. A lot of times in certain situations, in um, different you know fields of life. Like financially, I'm very much of a Taurus, but emotionally, I'm very much of Aquarius. And in other moments, I'm not very much of a Capricorn. Capricorn. Oh my God, am I saying it right? I'll get better with my English, I promise. But anyways, uh, when you believe in something, it works for you. So choose carefully what you believe in and always try to look on the positive side. And astrology is a science because there's planets in the sky, and every single planetary energy, we are influenced by it because planet Earth is in the same way circling around the sun like the rest of the other planets. And it's silly to think that we're not connected. We are. In fact, everything is one and we're all connected. And it's silly to think that we are not influencing each other. So you can use that to your own benefit. And if you believe, if you put your own energy into that, a lot of times I write things down when I hear something that I really like to make sure that even my muscle memory puts that in my neuron connections. So it's kind of like making a blueprint for the next month or for the year. It depends on what kind of horoscope you're looking at, but it also gives you that feeling like um, you're not alone. It gives me that feeling like I'm not alone. There's a Venus to support me, or there's always some the sun that I can talk to and take energy from the sun, or the moon. I talk to the moon all the time, and I don't know why I'm so intrigued by the moon. The sun, of course, is the source of life. Is it's our everything, but the moon is such a mysterious um, thing for me that every time I see moon, I talk to I say hi moon, I say bye moon, and I feel so connected. And on the level that a lot of people think that I'm crazy, but I feel connection, and I actually feel that everything has consciousness. And it's silly to think that even our planet Earth, it has its own consciousness. And a lot of times when I talk to the planet Earth, I feel like Mama is responding. So astrology is really amazing, and the more I learn about it, the more I get enthusiastic about it. And I'm considering studying it seriously. I have a couple of books that I got from the library, and it's all about the one is about quantum mechanics, but that's just one of my nerdy things that I do. But having this thing that's called cosmology, I was so interested by it, and I'm definitely at some point of my life I'm going to study it. It's so interesting how much we don't know, and once we start knowing those things, it's like, oh my God, how could I not know this before? So with astrology, that happened too. I didn't believe in it. I thought there was something made up, and usually it's all over every single basic magazine. So it's so much out there. It's so overused that people, I think that people just got used to it as being something that's serious because you read about this in a silly magazine. So it cannot be true. It cannot be serious. But when those kind of like for the general public horoscopes, they don't work a lot because it's so generalized. And when I did my numerology, it's also based on date of birth and the time of the birth, and of course the way planets were positioned in the sky. It all influences and gives the personality traits. It gives the maybe some hidden talents that we don't know about. It's all astrology. It's all cosmology. So I don't know. if you if you're not interested in that, that's okay. But if you have even slight interest in it, you should try it, and you should maybe try it for half a year and see how much that influence you, and see how much actually um, projects in your physical reality. And it's quite amazing how much I was able to discover about myself. So that's about it. In next video, I'm gonna, I don't know, I haven't thought of next video yet. So enjoy this one, thumbs up, and subscribe if you want more. I hope you have an amazing weekend.